Receiving. Calling. This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and to be frank, we need your help.
No.
I know you've never been that sympathetic to our cause, but since the bombs, well, you've seen what happened. They have to be stopped, Alex. You know it in your heart, and tonight, well, it might be our very last chance. Play our tape at the second break. It's on your right. And please, when I hack in, let my message reach the people just once, just tonight, before advance can't be stopped.
No. Hello and welcome back to Not For Broadcast. It has been a while, but the game has been updated. It is fully released, apparently, whatever that means. And let's just see what happens.
Departing for the new HQ, built using underwater flard technology, commented, "We've put windows everywhere. Saves a fortune on aquariums." For Sophia Rimmy. The underground struggle of doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sforsborg and Horgensward captured the hearts of people around the world. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to Dangley Park for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement.
What happened?
Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour. Patrick.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick.
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're live.
Of course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days.
There.
Now, she's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Oh.
Signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live
why
to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as sneak peek at the designs. And we can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan.
Okay, I'm not Patrick.
Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live.
Great.
Here.
The eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly.
Okay.
For goodness sake, make sure you make him look good.
Sure. Since this afternoon.
No, I'm on the side of advanced here. For no reason.
And it seems like
the people of these newly united territories.
What am I supposed to be doing?
The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend, and a hero.
Oh, that's cool. This is so...
Up and down the country.
Okay, I'm good.
He wasn't the man we loved.
You stop.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
This glorious was so beautiful and new.
Oh, that was a mess. I don't know what you want.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Now, Alex, control the message.
Mom, we have to get you to safety. Come.
I'm not leaving. I can't. You two, come with me. Help us here. Look, we're gonna help you. We need a medic here. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
Not resisting.
What are you doing?
Not resisting. You saw. Not resisting.
I am the Prime Minister, and if I give you an order, you will damn well follow it. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, Mom.
No, stay with me. I need help now! Please.
You are guilty of the murder of more than 10 million people!
Haven't you done enough? Look around you. This is what your precious freedom looks like, is it? Hold your fire! Lower your weapons!
Location secure.
Lower your weapons now!
Center growth authorization was granted. None.
I heard something out the window.
Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the ear for at least 5 seconds.
No.
Our operatives will do the rest.
Final episode of what has quickly become a hugely successful feature, the notice board.
No, I really would, but I've got a job here.
That's really important. And I stopped counting in the late 30s. Goodness, that is a lot of children.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh, you really are some sort of hero.
Hey,
I live a privileged
like a
life.
horrible
What can I say? I mean,
life
any
for the
child
children.
sharing some thoughts about her lifestyle. I think it's really important to stay grounded and keep everything in perspective.
Shut up.
3 boos in a row.
Will you shut up?
Lives depend on it. You missed it. Oh, you're fucking us, Alex.
Yeah.
Why won't you help us? We're outnumbered. We're outgunned. What's wrong with you?
You have to wait till the next episode.
Well, that was it. The final ever episode
Oh,
of the
good,
Notice
that's
Board.
finally
and
over.
What a way to end it. Thank you as always,
That was so
Jeff,
bad.
Philippa, and Tommy.
The worst
And
part is they
learning.
trusted
So
me
don't
for
change
their
that
sound
channel.
effects
We'll
and
be right back.
stuff.
Tonight is our one chance. Please, please play our ad.
No.
I've got 4 kinds of sausage!
I should probably
Hey,
close this window, because
You coming to the after party?
might get shot by them. Oh no. You're becoming Jeremy Donaldson.
Is it cancer?
We're so John, we're having a baby.
How can this be?
Oh, woe is me.
Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of safety.
Amazing. The Novaries there,
Oh,
treating
that
us
was
to
bad.
their opening number.
I just
from
now got the
Elegy
name of
for
their-
a Childless
I
Life,
just
which
now
is
understood
currently
that name.
the hottest ticket.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
It's about
I'm
With a small
colorblind.
P,
Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
which should be all of you.
I would not watch
For
that.
too long, we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete. That
That's
children
personal
are
opinion,
regressing.
but it is
Well,
also
I've
of
done
my
the
opinion.
research, and we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the
who
scene
is
of
that?
tonight's horrific.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation now? Are we safe?
Yes, the security services performed their duties without hesitation, and I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right, no civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so cohesive.
So cohesive.
If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Oh, of course, the camera, there's the camera. Speak there, on the camera there. Back to the studio, Megan, now, in the studio with Megan Wolf, now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely
Who is that?
Line of tonight. Now that brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News. But before, my name is Megan Wolf. Let's meet tomorrow.
God, we made it to the roof. Set up the rocket launcher. Let's silence the monster. Look out of the window, Alex. Watch the tower.
What in the hell are you doing? Hey, got an A. That's great. Okay, let's continue. That was not the continue button. Dang it! I thought that was the continue button. Okay.
I'm Megan Wolf.
Stress-induced heart attack feeling. Yeah, I definitely want that. That's great. I never read these. It's already been 1,000 days. Finally. Okay. Three years since the uprising. Wow, look at this.
Check the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
Look at this, it's all white. I don't know
Reading all
which.
your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile.
That was the wrong option.
My record is this scarf.
What? This is so bad.
Following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind.
Demise of Disrupt. Yeah, I clearly broke things.
I want a holiday for two in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
And Daphne Snister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change? I've been in these wide fronts for 3 days now.
When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
Well, you might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh, security!
Oh, God, not again. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
I'll try my best.
And you are?
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Only you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine, it isn't right. We used to have 3 horses, then turned to Bethel and hung well. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that won't bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
Oh,
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonce. A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award, and stay vigilant.
Oh, Alex, one of the...
Ooh, what was that?
You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work for Junior, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. You're lucky your Susie's a key worker and exempt for today.
Oh, this game is scary.
We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release.
I can't deconstruct it.
And what is that?
Patrick is with Little C, who wouldn't dream of such language.
Little C, the underwear, lingerie.
Robin, let's hope not.
This is one of my favourite looks. It's called...
Oh, what a unique
That's
name.
pretty much how I feel all the
that.
time, except
Fashion
quieter.
royalty now with a veritable clothing
eerie.
empire too.
Oh, it's him again.
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how are you?
My management and agent, they all dropped me. I'm actually working on a track right now.
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Because my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me.
Yeah.
See, that's all I've got at the moment.
Did you just rhyme me with me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parents
La, la, la,
are currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
for
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
hoarding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me?
Oh, that was so weird.
Big names, Esther.
Big Chris, hello!
Hey!
It's good to
No, it's
see you,
him
Big
again.
Chris. We love your show.
Come on! Right, one sec. Sorry, that's impatient Chris and rude Chris.
Fuck off. Are the other Chris's here as well?
Yeah, some of them couldn't make it, but some of the boys are here. Hello, we've got Puss Chris, Quiet Chris and Remorseful Chris.
Where's Vampire Chris?
Pocket Chris is around here somewhere, but I haven't seen him in ages.
What about Chris Reloaded?
Oh no, he's not. He couldn't make it, but Chris 2 Electric Boogaloo's here. Oh Jesus Christ, it's Mormon Chris.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Oi.
This is great.
Is there anyone in the cast you don't get on with?
Wow, everyone would think it would be Killer Chris, but he's all right. Yeah, he's really into crosswords. I think it'd probably be Surfer Chris.
Bummer, man.
or Disco Chris?
Oh! Thank you, Big Chris. I've heard the production have actually had to hire out a separate screen exclusively for them. Talented stars.
Yeah,
Looks
thanks,
like
Patrick.
Amazing.
How long is this? This
I
feels.
know, they just keep
This
coming.
feels
And
like
here are
the
some
bad
more
ending.
famous faces, or it's Dr. David Wong and Dr. Ingrid.
Oh.
is also here.
Sport.
We have been following your.
This should not be my
I
job.
didn't mean to.
Hey, this is
Give him orange juice.
nauseating.
God, she's.
A D, that's better.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah.
Mum.
What?
No-co. Pretty. So no-co. The band who get the most approval gets to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum. What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
What, you mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that? We only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
I thought you were Soko.
I am Soko.
Who breathed into the
Not
microphone?
the real problem. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All.
Ah, yes. I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
So hard.
Wow. Fantastic, thank you, Mika.
I'm so bad at that.
That was actually really good.
That was music.
I've actually asked Stacey to write a few. Now, I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case.
Sure.
Take it away, Stacey.
And then, Advance won the election. Had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. It worked. The bullying stopped. My life, got better. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that.
Wow, thank you, Stacey, for that. And we're out.
That was interesting. Hey, a B! That's great. Why has Disrupt gone up a bit? I didn't want that. Okay, final broadcast of the game. The finale. Well, let's see what Disrupt has to do. 7 years since the election.
I'd like you to pay particular attention during tonight's show. It's important. It's also worth noting we're still having problems with the equipment. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue.
Oh yeah, that'll be
and
fine.
don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now, so make sure you use them to keep things lively.
I don't want to. What, can I just press it whenever? No.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan, and I'm joined,
I can't
as
do
always,
that.
by the inimitable on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Okay.
First up, we have our hamster Lord Cheeks. Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander, but I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. Let's say hello to our tortoise. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie.
Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What? Shit! Is that how you cut? Fuck! You'll lose a fucking finger!
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Okay.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit. Right. Shit the bed. What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling. Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. With a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay. Egg. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my God. You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest. Do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you! You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Oh. Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Yes, okay, well...
Right, what I can tell you, your vision mix is getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. Expect your kit will be deteriorating a bit more in this next segment, so be careful. I can't stress enough how important it is that we keep the show going tonight.
I'm not tonight.
Aye.
Cards arranged for you both.
You can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
Oh, I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven. Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests.
This is no longer the news. This is just the nightly show.
One celeb guest.
Are you taking the piss now?
Yeah, definitely.
We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God! I only have one bra, okay? And so one day a week I wash it. And on that day, I can't wear it now! No! Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough. Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out. Oh. Are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
Blushing? I mean, I'm not blushing.
I'm blushing.
All right.
They have to be stopping it in a specific place.
It's fat or fish. Okay, if you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop-out.
How is it? How is it?
Fucking nutrient. Oh, we made it extra fishy. I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
That was not right.
Right, it's coming up soon, Alex. You'll know it when you see it. Whatever happens, keep the show going.
Something's gonna happen.
At least one of us is in control. Didn't Bozeman tell you I'll be here every night?
What?
No, I missed that meeting. Hi, caller, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you, Megan. Just about.
Oh, hey.
It's not a good line.
I think we all know that voice.
Well, maybe it would be better if we tried to get a better line. I could have the station call you back.
Don't worry. I've got a much better idea.
What's going on?
It might be what you call a surprise guest. Our second of the evening. Please welcome Jeremy Donaldson.
Jeremy
Donaldson! On live television. What can I say? It's good for the ratings, apparently.
This man is a wanted criminal. What's that CCO, for God's sake?
Don't worry, Prime Minister. I'm not.
I wasn't supposed to do that.
If we can find the keys to the studio doors, that is. Apparently, they've been locked and no one knows where they are.
That's uncharacteristically careless of you, Jenny.
You know there's only one way in and out of the studio. A peculiarity of these old buildings.
I'm sure they'll turn up.
I'd like to ask you about sterility first, Prime Minister.
Yes, a terrible situation.
Caused in no small part by the actions of your government.
Well, we can't control the weather systems that unfortunately
Unfortunately spread the fallout from your bombs in an even layer across the territories.
That's what our scientists say, yes.
Stillbirths at an all-time high, along with babies being born with terminal birth defects, babies that your regime somewhat callously refer to as unviables.
It's just a word, Mr. Donaldson. No need for conspiracy theories.
If you say so. How many unviables have been born since Liberation Night, Prime Minister?
I mean, obviously I don't have the exact figures.
Oh, I believe we do, Prime Minister. Yes, there have in fact been 2,581,280 unviable births since Liberation Night, according to official government figures.
You made a decision one November evening 5 years ago, and as a result of that decision, 16.5 million people are dead. Prime Minister, do you have any regrets at all?
Of course I do, Mr. Donaldson. I regret every grieving family, every life destroyed. I came into politics to help people.
You came into politics to help people. In that case, Prime Minister, where did it all go so horribly wrong?
Well, Mr. Donaldson, Miss Wolfe, I suppose this is where we all have to put on our grown-up trousers, isn't it?
Please do not patronise our audience, Prime Minister.
Oh, why not? That's how they like to be treated. They want a government to keep them safe, happy, equal and free. I believe any decent leader would have done the same.
Any decent leader?
Have you forgotten how things were before the new future? The homelessness, the despair, the billions abandoned to a life of miserable poverty. That's a form of death too. It's just much, much slower and infinitely more pernicious.
Any decent leader, including Peter Clement? Is it true you never told Prime Minister Clement about your plans for Liberation Night? In the weeks that followed, you fought with him repeatedly and passionately, didn't you?
We've spoken to staff from Team HQ who claim to have overheard several
private conversations. Yes, we disagreed. Frequently and loudly. That was how we worked. That was why we worked.
Until you didn't?
Yes. Yes, until we realised that we no longer shared the same values.
Values like compassion, Prime Minister.
How dare you? Everything I've done, everything is out of compassion. But sometimes love needs to be tough. And Peter never understood that. It's why I called him my conscience. And now he's gone.
You need a moment, Prime Minister. Perhaps now might be a good time for us to show the viewers at home some footage that has found its way to me. It was filmed in early December, 5 years ago. Jenny, can we have this prepared on screen 4, please?
Yes, Jeremy. We'll need a couple of minutes.
I have a question, Prime Minister.
Fine. Just ask your question.
Why are there no tears on your face?
Oh, well played, Miss Wolfe. Well played. That would be the security services. They're here for Mr. Donaldson and to escort me safely out of the building. I very much imagine this will be the last broadcast any of you ever make.
Jeremy, we have to get you out of here now.
Except there's a small army directly outside the door, and I believe there's only one way in or out, due to a peculiarity in the design of these old buildings.
She's played us.
I can't go back. I can't go back to betterment.
And yet to betterment you will surely go.
Don't you worry, Jeremy, we won't let them take you.
Oh, perhaps you'd like to join him. After all, aiding and abetting an escaped convict is, of course, a crime in itself.
Leave them out of it. This was my idea.
We're in!
I surrender! There's no need for violence! I have to know! There's no need to rest!
Tango received, ma'am!
Isn't that a little extreme?
There. No serious damage.
The footage. Alex, you have to play the footage. Don't let it all be in vain.
If you play that footage, Alex, which I have no doubt is illegally obtained, you will be joining Mr. Donaldson in betterment.
I'd rather not do that,
Do you have a family, Alex? Perhaps you'd like to think how well they'd cope without you.
I'm taking my finger off button 4.
The footage. Alex, you have to play the footage.
I want this shut down now. I want you to cut Alex Winston off. I don't care how you do it. Just
What's that? Sorry, Prime Minister, the tannoy seems to be broken.
if this footage is shown. I'd like to apologise to our regular viewers of The Nightly Show who may have been upset by some they've had to witness tonight. Clearly his time on the run has affected Mr. Donaldson in ways that could be considered upsetting. We're going to be going to the adverts a little early tonight, but before we do, I want to say something to you all. If you have been disturbed by anything you've seen tonight, please make an appointment with your local cohesion centre, where experts will be there to advise and counsel you. And, of course, they have the power to prescribe. Please be reassured that Mr. Donaldson will be given the very best of care in what I'm sorry to say will probably be a long and arduous process of bettering you. Maybe, one day, when he has completed his reformation, we may see him again in this very studio. This programme will be back tomorrow night, but to ensure that you always have access to the heart of government, I will be the new regular presenter, assisted, of course, by Megan Wolfe and her team of top reporters. I, for one, am pretty excited about it. The security services will examine the footage Mr. Donaldson claims to have acquired, and should it be in the public interest, we will, of course, release it. But not at 6:30 in the evening, and not on this show. There are proper channels for such sensationalism, and The Nightly Show is certainly not one of them. That's something Mr. Donaldson never understood. The news is a dangerous thing. It needs context. It's complex and multifaceted. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes, it's better not to know. My name is Julia Salisbury. Have a peaceful night.
Is that right? Okay.
You two, come here.
That was interesting.
Please, don't arrest me. I need this job.
I understand why you pulled this childish stunt. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. For a friend.
Won't happen again.
No, it won't.
Thanks for watching. In the next episode, I will go in my second profile, where I did everything in favor of Disrupt, and I will do everything in favor of Disrupt and see what happens. It really seems like there's a lot of branching pathways you can do here. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go through all of them, or even some of them, but I will play twice, so there is that. This is an amazing game. This is one of the best games of the century. Oh, yeah,
That's
right.
Tonight on the Couch of Chat, we're discussing last weekend's Cat Football Championship. But we have got someone very special joining us. Fresh from Betterment, please put your hands together for Jeremy Donaldson!
Jeremy Donaldson!
What's this?
Jeremy, it's so good to see you.
Hey! Welcome! So, what's it like to be back, Jeremy?
It's so cold, Julia. Really so cold.
Do you think you could give our topic tonight a bit of the old Donaldson spin?
Our headlines tonight. They think it's all over. It is meow.
You have unlocked and reached a better Jeremy. You have found 1 out of 14 epilogues. 1 out of 14? There's 14 endings? I wonder if he was actually like that or if it was just like an act. I've got to play this game more. See you next time, where we get another epilogue for bad choices. Hello. So this video was originally supposed to come out about a month ago when the game actually released, but I've been so stressed even though I do literally nothing that I haven't been able to edit it. Also, I think my medication is giving me insomnia. Anyway, I've been making an effort to improve my life and will hopefully return to releasing videos weekly again. Also, completely unrelated, have you heard that that dolphin that lost its tail Winter from the Dolphin Tale movies has died? It happened like 3 months ago, but I only just found out now. Man, I bet it just ruined your day. Here's an image I made to commemorate her life that's also a Simpsons reference.